What's up, guys? Kevin Moeller here with Defiancy, your decentralized finance agency. We're excited today to bring you another Defiancy Insight and market update where you're going to learn what's going on in the crypto market, what's going on in NFTs, what's happening in DeFi. You get the latest and greatest information right here through this channel. By the way, if you like that kind of information, make sure you take a moment to like our channel, like this video, subscribe to the channel so you always get updates on what's going on in the world of decentralized finance and cryptocurrency. So what's going on today? Well, today you're going to get an update what's happening in DeFi. What is TVL, also known as total value locked? What is that, and how does that apply to your investment thesis to help you make better potential investments, maximizing your portfolio and your gains? We're going to talk about that today and what's going on in the overall market and what's happening in NFTs, which is exploding right now. We're going to talk about NFTs and what's going on in that world. And also, kind of related to NFTs, we're going to talk to you about blockchain gaming. What's going on in the gaming world, what may happen in the future, and how can you best potentially position yourself. In today's Insight and Market Update video, we're excited to deliver to you right now.
What is going on, everybody? This is Andrew from Defiancy. A lot of people have been kind of concerned with this recent downtrend in the overall markets. And look, when Bitcoin goes down, DeFi, will follow in many cases. It is all crypto is kind of tethered in many ways to Bitcoin, and we've seen Bitcoin, have a pretty rough month, really the last 2 months. But at the end of the day, a lot of this is just profit taking, and this is normal. Look, when we have explosive gains in the market, we should be expecting downturns, and this is the same thing for DeFi. So DeFi has had a little bit of a downturn. We got up to around about 115 billion total locked value. So that is the amount of capital that's actually locked in these protocols here, like Maker, Curve, Aave, in DeFi. Now, to be fair, there's actually more than $115 billion in DeFi if you include some of the other protocols. I think it's actually other protocols like Polygon and Avalanche and some of the others. I think it's actually more closer to about 150 billion. But on Ethereum, which many people kind of see that as the home of DeFi, right now we're sitting at about 97. So we've shaved off about 115 billion. I don't think this is really that big of a deal. I mean, if you look at the overall trend, this is just parabolic. I think we should expect there to be some pretty significant downturns with this kind of growth. But one of the interesting things that I want to talk about here is look at the top DeFi protocols in terms of total locked value. We have Maker at number 1, Curve at number 2, and Aave at number 3. It's very important, I think, when people are examining, which DeFi protocols that they want to invest in or learn about, to actually look at, the most obvious factor in terms of, if it's a valuable asset or not, is, does it have a revenue model, and what kind of value does it produce? And for some people, that's not easy, especially if they don't use these protocols. But one thing that is easy is to see how much capital is locked inside of it. So this is not a market cap. This is actual value that is locked in these smart contracts in DeFi, right? So we have about 18 billion on Maker. Maker, if you don't know what that is basically like a DeFi bank. What they do is it's a DAO, Maker DAO, actually creates a stable coin called DAI. So people actually provide collateral, and they and they're rewarded for doing so, and they can mint DAI from that collateral. Okay, and it's been a pretty efficient system. There's been a lot of issues, especially early on, but it's been efficient. I guess over the course of 2021, hasn't had many issues, but it did certainly have issues in 2020. Did have a couple of issues in 2021, but nothing life changing for Maker. Curve at number 2. If you don't know what that is, this is a very interesting protocol. Curve allows you to swap between stable coins. Now, you may be saying, well, why can't I not just do that on something like Uniswap? Well, Uniswap is actually good at swapping between different kind assets, but when you go from let's say USDC, which is a stable coin based on the US dollar, and then another stable coin like DAI, it's actually not very efficient to actually trade that on Uniswap as compared to Curve. So Curve is very good at actually going from stablecoin to stablecoin. And a lot of DeFi is based off of arbitrage, and a lot of protocols that are built around getting yield. Like Curve is kind of like a little backbone in many ways for DeFi. I mean, it's really critical for DeFi infrastructure. A lot of protocols are integrated with it, like Yearn Finance, which is like a yield optimizer. So I think people should really look into Curve. To me, it's an undervalued protocol. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but it has a significant total locked value right now that a lot of people don't know exist. And then at number 3, this shouldn't be a surprise that this is in the top 3, and this is Aave, which is my favorite personally out of the 3, just because I'm very bullish on people being able to take out loans against their collateral. I think it opens up the door for so many different things, and we have Aave here at like $11 billion. So this is pretty significant. I expect for this to grow a lot over 2022 as people start to discover DeFi and start to play around. So let's move on now. Enough about DeFi. Let's talk about what's exciting right now, and that is NFTs. And we have to start off talking about this recent story with Adidas minting $22 million worth of NFTs in like a few minutes. I don't even think it took long for this. I haven't read through this entire article, but I've seen some other articles, and it is very interesting how quickly this happened. And honestly, this to me is a signal for the world. There's going to be a lot of companies that are going to actually look at this, and it's going to be the game changer for them. Like this is insane. So they minted $22 million of NFTs. It probably cost them, just a fraction, tiny. I don't know how much it cost them to get this going, but I can promise you it wasn't 22 million or even close to that. So the profit margin on this was absolutely insane. And then within a few days, we have Adidas on OpenSea, guys, on OpenSea, which is like the Amazon of NFTs, having $40 billion of volume. I'm sorry, million, $40 million. So 11,500 ETH is, I think, around like $40 million. This is insane, guys. Like to me, this is insane because it's Adidas. And there are so many other companies that are going to see this and say, what are we doing with our lives right now? Okay. The cheapest Adidas NFT, so we're gonna check this out and actually see which one is the cheapest listed. Looks like it's not actually showing me the NFTs, but if you see here, assuming this is accurate, it says that the floor price is 0.7 ETH. 0.7 ETH, okay, so that's actually, a pretty good amount right there. That's like what, 3,500 or something like that for the cheapest one. I couldn't be more bullish on traditional companies, of all different flavors coming in and taking advantage of this NFT explosion. It's awesome to see. Okay, so let's move on now. Let's talk about blockchain gaming. So a few days ago, Solana Ventures, which is like it's a company related to Solana Labs, which created Solana. They're investing 150 million into blockchain gaming and collaboration rather with Forte, which is a gaming company, and then some kind of investment firm, I think, which is Griffin. The reason why I'm showing you this story is because I think we should talk about kind of where this gaming landscape, what it could look like. Blockchain gaming is not easy. To have a real, like a game people really want to play, that it's like comparable to what, games people play now, you need a very fast blockchain. You need a very fast blockchain, and Solana is one of them. It's a very fast blockchain, and I think Solana is very well built for a gaming ecosystem. I really do believe, based off of how Solana is designed from an engineering standpoint, I think it's an excellent system for people to build games on. It doesn't mean it's going to be the only one, but I suspect it's going to be a major player. And I think 2022, it's going to be an eye opener, or it's going to be an eye opener for for people that are not in crypto, because of the amount of new people getting in, and that is NFTs bring, NFTs has, really, taken crypto mainstream, but I think gaming takes it to a whole nother level. I think there's 3.4 billion gamers in the world. Yes, look it up, 3.4 billion, which is ridiculous. Meaning, like half the world, close to like half the world is a gamer, which like shocked me. I didn't realize that. And that is an enormous amount of people that could be interested potentially in crypto. These games are going to be superior in many ways to traditional games, meaning if I play the game, I get paid in cryptocurrency. Incentives will align, and I think, the games that pay you versus the one that don't, like who do you think wins that war, right? So I think traditional gaming companies are going to have to move into this model. They're going to have to change some of the ways they design games and the incentive structures that are built into games. But we are really starting to see this take off. There's several games we could talk about, but we're going to come out with a whole nother video dedicated just to blockchain gaming. But I wanted to show you guys this. Keep this on your radar. Gaming and crypto, blockchain gaming. It really is going to be the big, like mass, moment, for crypto, in the sense of like just massive adoption moment for crypto. All right, guys, that's really all we have today. I don't think I have anything else to cover. As always, if this is on wherever you're seeing this on, if it's on, Twitter or YouTube or LinkedIn, give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you think about it. If it sucks or if you think it's good. Sorry for the quality of the sound. We're going to be fixing that. This is a new mic. Got to change some settings. But until the next video, happy hunting, friends.